try and play for the RNG and keep Zai as low as possible. And this mid lane, as we can see, first wave, first level, Abed doing a good job forcing out that regen to be popped by NISHA against this sort of pressure to start things off. And these side lanes, I mean, as you say, you know, any of these side lanes you feel that EG can really make the most of. Actually, bottom lane, but the toss away from Crit was getting gone on by Matu. And that will be the case, at least able to keep himself and Ramses pretty safe anytime the Monkey King steps forward, as long as they have vision for a target to toss him back to.
That was interesting. Sorry, I was just taking a look at something really quickly yeah, I did see that right. I thought I'd seen things, but he did purge off the retaliate stacks. So that's what happened there. Because I saw that Zai was up to 13. I didn't think that he actually used it, but no, he used it, and the Oracle Dispel actually removes all 13 stacks immediately. I had not seen that interaction happen before. A nice little heads-up play to remove Zai's pressure that he could actually put onto the void. Yeah, like you said, Skyrath went top.
Well, actually, Yapzor taking quite a bit of harassment here from Fly. Not quite level 2 though, so won't have the nuke potential to kill him off, but being able to push him away and make sure that there is that space for EG.Arteezy to have this free farm lane to start things off. Now in the mid lane with the second Meepo out, we'll start to see NISHA catch back up and almost certainly start to take the lead against this OD that Abed's trying his best to match up against the Meepo in the mid lane.
Yeah, now that these two are up here, I think this is going to be such a hard lane for EG.Arteezy to actually get farm in. The pressure that does come out from Skyrath and Centaur. Every time you walk up, you're just going to get hit by so many multiple nukes, and even a stun to follow. If you get hit by what? I think it's a level 2 hoof stop once it's available. If you get hit burst immediately down afterwards, it's really difficult for you to backtrack. We're also probably going to see really early point in silence coming out from Yapzor. So yeah, that top lane should be very difficult for EG to secure farm now at this point. He is already off to a good start though, since he was in a 1v1 or a 2v1 versus that Centaur at the start. The lanes, like we said, we want EG to do well right now. Not too shabby.
And that bottom lane of Ramses, we've been talking about him a lot last game and throughout the series we've seen, he really has been this incredible standout player in terms of the increase in how well he's been able to perform on the main stage here at LAN. On the Enchantress this game, is this a sort of hero that he can take over the game on, or is it going to be a little bit harder for him to have anywhere sort of the same impact as he did in game 1 as Doom?
I think it'll be pretty hard. You're versus Meepo. That's always going to be very difficult for you. I think Monkey King also can get on top of you and cause a lot of problems too inside that mid game. And they have a Skyrath, so they have the magical burst to actually bring down this hero quite easily in the mid game too if they do connect to the stun.
I see Abed there toying around with NISHA, dropping some items, trying to bait him away from TPing out, but NISHA's not gonna fall for that sort of a trick. But Abed, he has done an excellent job in those first few waves. He got a fair few denies in against the Meepo, so he's going to get a good XP advantage.
NISHA also missed the stack just now. Abed is running in to try to contest the jungle. He has a haste rune too.
All right, we'll see what he can do to play around with this. Leads him with the Astral. But obviously no chance of trying to force for a kill, just trying his best to slow down NISHA. Make sure that NISHA's kept low, at least on one of the Meepos, so there isn't a chance for him to he's able to rely on the sustain from his heal to keep him alive.
And Enchantress is one of those heroes that you can do okay versus Monkey King when you can dispel that, as we see there, he's dispelling the Jingu, but besides that, Monkey King is very good versus Enchantress.
He comes to the lane, the setup's there. Secret, it's starting to pace up the speed that they're playing at, and the chances that they're taking, they're looking very good. That quick kill down bottom, NISHA starting to set up on these hasn't got the they can sort of resolve Secret's half of the map. The waves are being pushed out, and Secret are able to maintain this game state where NISHA feels incredibly safe. Mid lane, another setup from Yapzor. Relevatos into the Mystic Flare, and he's dead again. This Skyrath on the hunt, and with that quick timing, you've got to be prepared to play against him. There's so much kill potential from Yapzor alone.
But like you said it though, I think I also saw Secret drawing these lines before. Is just keep lanes constantly shoved, keep lanes constantly pushed, because someone is gonna have to address them, and that's when you're just gonna be able to easy setup kills. Matumba, stop the TP.
From EG.Arteezy is gonna time walk in. He's gonna see if he can do this. He's got the chrono as well, if he wants to commit it for that extra bit of time, but he's not going to use it quite yet. Doesn't feel confident that he has the damage alone to take this kill, and now the backup coming in up top. Yapzor's are hunting. EG.Arteezy will manage to jump away, and
But it really does feel really quite difficult for EG to make these aggressive moves, because if they do make an over-aggressive move and they don't get kills, then a Roche can happen. But look at this, even without an aggressive move not going well, Secret's prepared for it anyway. It's gonna be level 15 Meepo able to do this one quite easily at full health.
Yeah, with that early E-Blade timing, he's got a lot of stats, a lot of agi, a lot of punch. Into the pit he goes. And EG, this is just not a space of the map that they're going to feel confident fighting into. They've got to let Secret have this. And you see Secret's entire team inside the jungle of EG, so there's no way that EG can get anywhere close to NISHA doing this one. This Aegis, it's going to be Secret's.
Aegis versus Void is always a big problem, as you just start to hesitate a lot more with your Chronosphere. Same thing with the OD Sanity's Eclipse. Definitely a lot harder for them these next few moments. They do at least have Crit now picking up his Blink Dagger on the Tiny, so maybe he can try to force some action and pop that Aegis in some some weird position. But Secret, I don't think they're going to be likely to give that opportunity right now, as they're all starting to group up toward top.
And with that Aegis, NISHA can start to get involved on Puppey, he has the rest of his team heading over, so they've got to kill this quick. They're not going to get the chance to, though. The Winter's Curse are now in the back. The Mystic Threat, Ancient Seal, Crit's gone. Jump off the side, the Who Stop onto the two of them. They'll focus down the support, poof down Fly, and now turn towards Artur. His supports are gone. He'll have time warp back in a second. Another jump is there, but the E-Blade connects, slowing him down. NISHA can close the gap. He's got to use his BKB. He has to stay alive. He cannot afford to die, and the BKB will save him. But they're having to run, they're having to retreat, and still EG just struggle to get anything going their way. They cannot look for these fights. EG.Abed's trying to make the best with this space. He's down bottom, focusing on farming up for his next item, but as every minute passes, the Secret lineup just gets stronger and stronger.
Yeah, it's like, what is that next item really gonna do? But they have to try to do something in this game in order to try to match Secret, because Secret...
To try and make something happen, if Secret can just continue the game at this tempo, this victory should be theirs. They've got the exact draft and heroes to do it.
Getting a big wraparound here too. If they're able to find Fly, which they will see in a second. Zai does get the idea here. Puppey jumps in.
They get the boundless strike onto Crit. Jump forward. They nuke him down. The HSC, the Wukong's command, he'll bring him low. EG.Abed tries to save him with the Astral, but they cannot get Crit out of there. Secret just take away another life of evil geniuses as they push them away from this pit. Roshan will be respawning soon. And EG, it's still so immensely hard for them to take a team fight against Secret's lead. Maybe they can try for some sort of sweet chrono play to steal the Aegis, steal the Roche kill. This game's certainly getting into the point where you've got to sort of think drastic like that if you're EG. There's not going to be much else that gives you any sort of opportunity to swing back this game. No,
I mean, it really is just starting to feel pretty impossible for them, even though it's only, like we said, only that 9k gold lead, but who do you really target? Like, they have to get this pretty much dream chrono on everybody. It really is starting to feel like. Because if they get initiated on, even Fly is unable to really respond and get the saves off a lot of the time because he's only level 10. As we know, Oracle has been hit by nerfs, when he was starting to get really, really popular, so your cast range is pretty bad on your ultimate to even try to protect people. And like you said, Roche is up, eggs and cheese for Meepo. You weren't able to kill him before, how are you going to kill him now?
Yeah, and this Meepo, 4,700 gold, he's got the money pretty much to get that Hex done, NISHA's game.
Yeah, he's going to pick it up with the courier right now.
Yeah.
And then getting your BKB off on a Void or on an OD is going to be that much more difficult. It really just seems like Secret has just a perfect draft and a perfect setup for themselves in this game too.
And they're out on the move again. EG, I do spot Zai, but still it's who do you make the moves on right now? Crit is going to try to poke at Zai. We'll toss him back into Arteezy, but with the Who Stomp, Zai can start to step away. They'll throw a few impetuses out already on the back lines. They're forcing back the Tiny. Zai will live. The Glimmer Cave keeps him safe, and now Secret's ready to move in and try and punish them. They're onto him. The Void's in trouble. The False Post will help out a little bit. A quick time warp to get rid of some of the damage done, but NISHA could just continue to turn.
They're not even hurting him.
Damage. He's big. Oh, he falls low, but he still lives. Another time walk. Arteezy gets away. Wukong's command down. EG.Abed uses the BKB. Backs off. Zai does buy back. They were able to get something out of the CG, and they don't lose anything themselves. So all things considered, not the worst of trades. They do have to use their BKBs.
They couldn't find Fly was in really good positioning there. Nisha, you could see he was holding on to his Hex the entire time there, actually looking to go for a different target since he knew the Void was going to get ulted. He was going to get Fall Promise there. He was trying to find a different target to go for, but he wasn't able to find that Oracle as EG was all playing on the right side there.
All the time. They'll take it if EG bring it to them, but Secret know there's no real pressure. They can continue to farm, and their heroes will naturally remain at a lead. Down in the jungle at the bottom, Ramses has been hunted out by Nisha. Do EG want to use anything to try and help him out? He'll try and force away. He's juking out some of these nets, but there's the follow-up from Yapzor. Two-man stop on the back line. They're in a lot of trouble. He goes in. He's going to commit with the Chronosphere. Is there any damage? There is. He gets Puppey with the curse. Makes that whole Chrono useless. But on the back, he's trying to throw down the sanity. Zai does get low. Chronobrace will not save him. They have killed off the Centaur Matu. He also falls. Ramses with the impetus is enough damage, but Nisha, he's still strong, and he's ready to clean up the house as Ramses will fall. Buybacks are coming out from the side of EG. Yapzor's getting low, but Arteezy's hexed up. He's rooted down. Arteezy will fall, dead for 50, and now Nisha, he steps towards another kill. Another net off the mark. EG.Abed still being chased upon. E-Blade will slow him down. There's the root. Nisha has the control. EG.Abed is surrounded. Fly is trying to come over. Can he help him in time? Is there anything for this OD? There isn't. It's a triple kill for Nisha, and the fight's not over yet. Yapzor setting up for Nisha to step across. Hold down another. Crit will fall. Ultra kill for Nisha. And look at the Viper. He's got Meepo deep as well. Another root. Another hold down. Fly will purge it off for Nisha. He's diving on. Rampage for the Meepo. He wants more. He wants the double. He surrounds Ramses. Rooted up. Buybacks are coming out. Can they do anything to save him? They'll force him back. Now they'll turn. Maybe Nisha's been in more than he could chew. The E-Blade saves the Meepo from the potential hits of this Enchantress. As Nisha, he can back away. There's just nothing that EG have to answer this Meepo.
I like looking at the damage done here in particular. Everybody else, you know, they do a nice 2,000, 3,000, nice 5,000 from Ramses and 10,000 from Nisha, of course, in that fight, standing in the midst of everything. It's still a pretty, I mean, it looked like a pretty decent fight from EG, too, the way that they set it up, but they just have no solution for the Meepo. Nisha is just absolutely out of control. And he's got another Eye of Scotty on top.
Yeah, stepping into the jungle. Crit will get the toss back. They're looking for Puppey inside. They're Crit's up, and Puppey, he is falling low to the hard hits off the OD, but Crit's been separated. Nisha and Matu pick him up. They do lose the Wyvern, and there's the gem on the decks. Matu lays up with the oil. He's killed for two. It's a triple kill from MATUMBAMAN. Arteezy's trying his best in the corner. He'll kill off Yapzor, but now he's potentially in trouble. Another time walk. The double buybacks coming out from EG. They're trying to slow down Nisha. Glimmercade keeps the Meepo safe, and he'll get out of there. As there'll be one buyback from Puppey, two on the side of EG.Fly, and
5 already. It's very early, of course, but you know, it's a Meepo, so it's to be expected.
Stampede. He's going to look to jump in on mid.
On Ramses.
He's got to use the false promise straight away. Fly, but now Fly will be focused. Another force gets him away. EG, they're going in. They're trying to play aggressively here. Crit, looking for the toss back. Hex is out. They're onto the target. On the back, Fly. He's being focused by Matu. Defensive Astral will help out for a little bit of time, but they kill off Crit. They smack down Fly with a boundless strike, and they're ready to dive in for more. EG.Abed, EKB's, TP's out. Anything to stop it, there isn't. So EG.Abed will escape, but with the two supports down for a minute, Secret, they can push in, take the tier 2, and they take towers at such an incredible rate with the amount of damage that Nisha does. They're ready to go high ground, and with that long cooldown of the Chrono, it's still not there for 40 more seconds.
Yep, the repair kit comes out. Who do they give it to? It's on EG.Abed. He throws it onto the tower, but the tower's already dead.
It does nothing at all. And now into the base they go. Zai finds the setup. Ramses, he's forced back. Can they quite finish him? He will lift. They'll protect Ramses. Arteezy able to sort of take the focus away from the Enchantress. They're starting to steal up, build up some of the mana on EG.Abed. He's getting the charges, but the racks they're going. The melee racks fall. Now with the TP in, can they get any sort of catch? Crit? He's looking for the toss back. Only gets a creep though. Secret, they're able to get everybody out of there.
And he's building up some stacks and some charges, but he has to be so careful because one Hex comes out, one Disable comes out. The Oracle was dead. They have to be very careful how they play that fight.
Yeah, Matu's strength just sort of silently been growing in the sidelines whilst he just revels on the way that they're able to take fights with the lead that Nisha's managed to create. 30k this Roshan, it's going to push him up there. And this will be theirs once more. They'll have a real pressure shaft, whoever wants to take it.
It almost almost looks like some heroes are kind of poor in this game, just because you see that alchemist, what we call, that alchemist net worth up there at the top there for the Meepo, almost 30K, like you say, at the 37-minute mark. Yeah, he's...
and what a sort of performance from him. Sure, the game was perfect for him, but this NISHA Meepo, it's, this man, he couldn't be playing this any faster, any better, any more reliably.
No, he's playing it with very little risks too. He's playing very careful the way he sends his Meepos forward too a lot of the times.
And that's the thing now. For EG, for the rest of this series, they've got to keep this Meepo in mind. Any sort of opportunity to go in for that final push.
Did they pick up a certain item? I think, okay, they got Aghanims on Centaur as well now too. So just in case of anything, they will have a lot more damage mitigation coming up for them as NISHA.
As that tier 3 is gone, they'll turn towards Arteezy. Astro does come in time to help him out a little bit. As Arteezy can lifesteal, time walk, back up in health.
That is so scary. If they're too slow on these saves, they might just get burst down before they're able to.
He's got to keep his cool so much. Every single usage of the BKB, everything, Arteezy. Any mistake, even if he makes no mistakes, this game is going to be pretty much over unless EG can pull off a miracle. Crit is going to be in. Gets the rather deep toss back onto NISHA, one of the Meepos. They're trying to kill him off. They may be able to do so, that once they do, they pop the Aegis.
He hit the real one though, pretty far away. So he will respawn all the way back by the Ancients.
Yeah, smart play from NISHA, making sure to give up nothing. And even with that Aegis gone, of course, Secret are not worried at all.
No, he was just playing 99% now, so we did trickle back up to that. As kind of expected, it's almost a 40,000 gold lead at the 40-minute mark, 43-minute mark.
NISHA found Ramses. Should be some sort of save for him. There's a force to break him out of the combo.
He was still E-bladed there, actually, so the Boundless Strike did no damage.
Now NISHA very close to being able to pick up that blessing, get another Meepo online for himself, and in mid, Ramses, he stepped forward this time. They've got enough to take him down. And Ramses, he is short of the money for buyback now. Secret moving from Arteezy. He goes for the corner with the Stampede, the Aghanim Stampede, providing that damage resistance with Arteezy. He can't even kill off Yapzor. Matu turns towards him. He's trying to fight, keep him alive. Arteezy is just not doing enough damage. He doesn't have the aims to do so. As Secret, they'll surround the OD. And he gets the blink off in time. He will get away, but Arteezy's still in trouble. The Hex is out. Arteezy will fall. Dead for 90. They do finally get the EG.Abed OD as well. Both cores will buy back, but they're now without a Chronosphere. And without that, pretty much without any sort of hope of doing anything to stop the inevitable.
They literally do no damage to this Meepo. EG.Abed got, I think, 5-6 hits off, and then he actually walked into the Chronosphere by accident, but either way, he was not going to have a chance to be able to bring down
Matu pretty much the buyback comes out. Matu going in deep, dumps forward with the Abyssal Blade onto Arteezy. Hex is there. Can they save Artur? Wukong Shaman is out. They force him to the side, but Arteezy is dead. GG is called. EG will finally submit as Secret take game 2. I think we all wondered after game 1 how hard Secret would hit back, and my goodness, they didn't hold anything back there with this victory.